Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double, 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. I'll go. I'm coming after you.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
No. Oh, it's free. I got motion. I got Henry. Look at that. Check 26. Neil. Come. Joker.
Second down, Haskins. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Right there. 54. Switch. 49. Check 49.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
No chance.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Winslow looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the run.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Bang, 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 bang. Match box.
Hey, watch the lane. Check 50, check 50.
Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 22. Right. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Watch the safety creep.
Rotate. Spell. Mike 22. Go. Slam. Bust. Check.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. A first update now from Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 43. Switch.
Hey, check 23.
Now a handoff here to his running back. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Winslow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The 2nd down.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the gun, Winslow going for the deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the double. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's gonna be a long day for you. Slam, slam. 80 weapons. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got it. Save. Look, 64. Wait.
Now Haskins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Check it back.
A run right side, it's Bettis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now a give running left, it's Bettis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 3. Rotate. Spell. Zoom. Max 22. I got you, boy.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Operating from the gun, Winslow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3.
On 3rd down, Winslow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Dolphin first down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Dolphins.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Under 10. Small green. Check 24.
Back to throw. Winslow. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Winslow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Check back. Check 9. Check 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Winslow. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
First and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of 10. Or do you prefer ping pong, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long.
Check 4, check 4. It's 3, check 3. Wide, get wide.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Check 99, check 99. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Orbit. 54, Mike 50, let's go.
On play action, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check.
From the gun, Winslow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the pass. Hey, watch it. Shift. Check nickel. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. He's coming. He's coming.
A first down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Winslow. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go. Check, Mike 3.
On third down, Winslow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's coming. He's on. We got double up. Go. Like 22.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 22 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Quick the edge. Come. Rotate. 22. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
SOS. 25, check 25.
Go. Moving.
Check 37.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Winslow on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Winslow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winslow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Winslow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Winslow. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Winslow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Operating from the gun, Winslow. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Winslow flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the gun, Winslow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Winslow. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Looking to throw. Winslow. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Kill, kill, kill. Get him off. Rest. 50 yards, yeah. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 52.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Fighting to stay upright. Pushing through the contact. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Break the run. Match box. Right. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Go. Mike by four. Mike's by four. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Bang, bang. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check Mike. Check 50. Check 50.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Checking the NFL scoreboard. They're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held him to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, Winslow. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the 2nd down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Winslow looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winslow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to throw. Winslow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New England, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.